Hello everybody, how's it going? Today I got another game between me on Kid and my opponent on Ivankov. Now, I'll be real, this is probably one of Kid's best matchups. It's either Ivankov or Doflamingo. I'm gonna lean towards this honestly even being better for Kid than Doflamingo. They both struggle just because of just how their deck works, honestly. Especially with just a lot of their higher ends just aren't good at getting over Kid. They don't have efficient ways to really deal with your little blockers, so definitely makes it hard. But pretty simple early turns. I play Veg turn 1, plays Alvita on his turn 1, rest it, attack it, nothing to do with the extra Dawn, so just throw it on my leader. He's thinking, I was assuming he's just going to play either one of his 4-cost blockers. That's usually the curve he wants. Surprisingly, he chose to go second, which I feel like Ivankov definitely doesn't want to do. But he swings for 5, I take it. And he plays the 4-cost Mihawk, the 2k counter, and so his hand definitely must be awkward to be playing that on your 4-Dawn turn. I play my own 4-cost Yamato, swing 5 into Mihawk. He'll probably just counter. I just kind of wanted to establish the 6k body. Yep. And we'll use the extra Dawn for the Bonnie because blue really doesn't have a way to pop Bonnie, so I'm not worried about losing her. Also, I'm trying a different style of thumbnail. You guys let me know what you think about it. I'm split between it. I think I like it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But he puts a Dawn in his 4-drop Mihawk, draw 2, discard 2. Swings for 6, I just take it. And swings for 5, and I probably just take that too. Yep. He's on 5 Dawn, I'm assuming he's either dropping the Vanilla Croc or... Okay, he plays Mr. 3, I believe. That's Mr. 3. Pretty sure. So I just put a Dawn on Yamato, swing 7 into his Mihawk. Let's go. Activate Bonnie. I already have a Law, probably just going to grab a Killer. I already have an 8-cost as well. And a Punk Gibson, so we'll refrain on the duplicates. We'll just swing 5 at his lead. And I'm probably just playing Law this turn to protect the Bonnie from just being attacked. He actually blocks that one. Very interesting. And he does have the 1k counter, so I really have no idea why he did that. That was definitely an interesting play. Because he could have just 1k counter with his lead. Makes kind of no difference. That's kind of how I feel about the 5k blockers. It's like, Mr. 3 is good because you can attack with him and then restand him. I understand that. But just like, in general, those like stat line blockers just feel so bad. Because the low costs, you're like, yeah, I don't care about him. I'm just going to let him go. And the 6Ks, like Law, you're like, oh, this is nice because I can block, and then my body's higher, which makes it easier for me to counter out of stuff. But the 5k blockers just, I don't know. It's like if you're blocking with them, you're probably just letting them go, because if not, you could just counter out with the same number on your leader. But he puts a Dawn on his leader, swings 6 at Yamato. I'll just block it. I don't want to drop any cards. He did leave 7 up, so I did assume that this was just his Ivankov turn. And he does drop the Ivankov into Luffy. The combo. Probably thinking if he wants to use his effect, and he does. Probably bounces my Raizo. Yup. He don't get a draw next turn. I'm sad. All good though. He'll draw 2 on end phase. And we're at, I believe, 9 Dawn this turn. So I definitely want to get my kid down. I think I was a bit nervous about dropping kid this turn because I am only at 2 life, but I do think I end up doing it. I swing 5. He counters for 1. I swing 7. He has to take this one. He blocks it. Fair enough. Honestly, I'd rather that. And yeah, I definitely think about this here because I'm like, can he kill me? And I'm like, no, at worst I just take both attacks and then I can sack off my Law, which isn't the biggest deal. Law is 5 cost, so he can't get bounced by his Luffy. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it. I'm like, should I just swing with Cat Viper and like play some blockers or my Raizo? This is definitely a harder turn. I think, looking back on it, it was definitely always just drop 8 cost kid. And that is what I end up doing. I guess the whole double attack on Luffy is a little bit scary, but it's still just like, alright, I'm blocking that attack, and then the other 2 I can still just take. I definitely do just want to get my last 2 life, just so I have all the cards I need to protect my 8 costs. I don't know. I think I let this go because I'd rather him attack my life here. And I do. And because of that, I pretty much know I'm just not dying this turn. Even if he has the Mihawk, which he does. Goodbye, Law. But it's fine. Makes these next 2 attacks, like, if I wanted to counter out, I could pretty easily. But obviously, I just kind of want to take him. Swings 5. Yep. I hit a Punk Gibson trigger, which was really good. Because it lets me swing at his Mihawk next turn. And he swings 7 at me. Take that one as well. I think he makes a pretty big misplay here. I think he should have either held this buggy in hand or just not drawn off its effect and then just draw 2 on end phase. Because he shows me that, yeah, he draws Ivankov there, another 7 costs. And it's like, I know you have no counter. So now me getting rid of his bigger bodies is super easy. So I just put a Dawn on Kid, swing 9 at Mihawk, and it's gone. And even if I didn't get the Punk Gibson trigger there, I definitely could have just cleared his Luffy and his Ivankov, but, you know, we gotta sack people sometimes. So, yep, I'll clear the Luffy and the Mihawk, and I'm probably just playing the Bonnie, just get the engine down. I think I definitely consider restanding to clear the other Ivankov as well, but I'm not too worried. Because one body that can swing the Kid isn't honestly that scary. It's just if he had 3, I'd definitely be taxing on my hand every turn. Just grab a 2k counter off the Bonnie. Have 5 down left. I want to save 2 up for the Punk Gibson, so I just play Killer, put a Dawn on him, pass my turn. And now we're in this is where it gets rough for Blue, because it's just so hard to get over 8 cost Kid. He does have the one Ivankov to start swinging into the Kid. I don't know why he must have misclicked there and just randomly turned the buggy sideways. 6 Dawn on buggy. We're swinging at that Kid. Puts 2 on Ivankov. Swings for 9. He has 8 Dawn left over, so he could play another Ivankov this turn. I believe I take the block here just because I have another 1, 2, 3 blockers, 4 blockers in my hand, so I knew I had something to, replace it with next turn. Might as well get the draw. Draw another 8 drop, I mean, it's fine. Kind of doesn't do anything. But he does play that second Ivankov in a zoom blocker. And plays the buggy again, so I'll know half his hand here. He grabs another Ivankov, so at most he can have 2k encounter. I'll draw for turn, get another killer. Use my Bonnie. I'll whiff off my Bonnie. It happens. Dawn on Kid. Just clear either the Ivankov or... Oh no, I go life. Fair enough. I think it's just the blue syndrome where I'm really just not scared. And I'm like, I'm just gonna start attacking face. Eventually you have to, especially against Ivankov, like, with a lot of other decks you try to whittle down their hand and then you start going for life, but by swinging at their board to whittle down their hand. But against Ivankov, he kind of has the infinite income of 2 cards every turn, and that usually never changes. So might as well just start attacking him, because the 9k attack is basically guaranteed unless he blocks it. I'll go 8 at my kid. Grab the Cat Viper back with Law, so pretty easy 1k counter. It's not doing anything. Can't rest his blocker. I'll go 8k. I'll chuck the Rhizo. I would have loved to have the Rhizo on the board, but at least I have 1 engine going right now. The 3 blocker might have been overkill. I maybe could have just played the Rhizo off of Law, so I had more draw engine coming, but don't think it ends up mattering too much. Goes another 8. I definitely could have punked Gibson just to rest his blocker, but I don't know. I just decided I didn't want to. That was definitely a play there. I'm probably not going for game next turn anyway, so maybe I do it the following turn if I feel it necessary. But I just feel so in control of this game right now that I don't think it matters too much. Has 5 Dawn left. Let's see what he does with it. Taps 3 for a Doflamingo blocker. So he'll know his next 5 draws. But he's up 4 cards in hand because he took some life. So he isn't really getting back into his usual loop of having a new 2 cards every turn, or at the end of the turn. Then I'll pass it back, leaving 2 Dawn open. Use my Bonnie. I think I just grabbed the extra just for the 1k counter. I don't really need another Law or another kid. I'll swing for 9. With 2 up, I was kind of like half expecting he might be running Love Love Beam. I haven't really seen any Ivankovs run it, but yeah, it's possible. It's definitely a good card, but I feel like it might be a bit anti-synergistic with Ivankov. He blocks the 7k. I figure we'll just restand here because there's really not much to play. I leave an extra 3 up so I can either play a killer blocker or just play a beige and leave 2 up for the Punk Gibson. So he'll either block this or counter out. He'll block it. Yeah, pretty much he isn't running an event there. We know that because he definitely would have just used it on the first 7k. And right here, I'm pretty sure he just really needed to have a blocker there. He does Mihawk my Law, but at this point, it just doesn't matter too much. So I have 3 really big swings coming in next turn with my 8 drop, and I can swing twice with my leader. So I think that's just exactly what I go for. He has no defense up. He's tapped out. Takes the 9. And then I thought at worst, if he can counter out of one of these, like, he has nothing in hand. And that's chill with me too. We go 11, he takes it. Restand my leader. Swing for another 11. And that is game, guys. Thanks for watching.